And then these are ones that are a little thin. I think maybe they were a little old. Kind of the older ones. They're thin. I got a special project for these. I'm going to use these. I'm going to have a cookout. And I'm going to make a little fire cake, a little ash cake. I'm going to wrap my biscuits, wrap my fire cake in these collard leaves. And the collard leaves will burn away, but they'll keep my biscuit nice and moist in the fire. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to use these in a cookout. So, good collards. All right. Those are the broccoli stalks. That works pretty well. You can see that broccoli stalks make a pretty good kindling. It goes pretty quick. There you go. I think the fire's started now. I guess it's going to take. Alright, this looks pretty good. We best get to cooking. And there's some coals in there that are pretty nice. So I'm just going to take the ash cake, put it in the collard green. See what I'm doing. I'm just making a little cake. They don't have to be fancy. They're just an ash cake. All they are was took some whole wheat flour and just took some cornmeal, mixed them together, put a little salt in with it. It's primitive. You can see why it doesn't matter that these collards, what they look like. Alright, so we got these. Just going to put them in our bowl. Take them out to the fire. I'm going to put them on the ashes of the fire. Put them in the coals. And that's that. Alright, there's our fire. We're going to get ready and to put the ash cake in.
Right there, that's an ash cake. In the green, and she's going to drop it in the fire. So we'll just, there she goes with that one. There we go. There's the ash cake.
That one That's pretty. Well, there's the ash cakes. Look at them there. How about that?
There's the ash cakes. She's got the flipper dipper. And she's flipping them over. This is a pretty simple process. Ooh. Big pile of burned leaves. It's an ash cake.
Oh, look at that ash cake. Isn't that great? Look at that. It's got the shape of the collard green on it. And I think they're very satisfying. I really enjoy them. See that the leaf really holds that moisture in. That's a good cake. So what we've got is a boca burger, which is a little soy burger. We've got some baked beans. We've got that winter squash mixed with some onion, elephant garlic from the garden, and the chives from the yard. And a little bit of that pepper, allspice, clove mix from James Townsend and Sons, which is a 18th century old-timey spice. And then, as you can see, we've got those ash cakes cooked in the collard greens. We're going to top those ash cakes with a little bit of that fig hazelnut spread that you see there. And then for dessert, we've got a plum compote with a little amaretto. And the plums are the Santa Rosa plum, Shiro plum, damson plum, green gage plum, and a methley plum. That's a good compote. And then for the drink, We've got Mazama Brewing, Mazaminator Doppelbock. That's going to be a good beer to go with all of this. This is an old-timey dinner. Oh, that was good. Look at that. I tell you, that winter squash with this 3 style of onions, that is the onion, the elephant garlic, and the chives, that was really good. That ash cake with the hazelnut fig spread, that was good. And every time you're at a fire, an ash cake is so easy. It's worth doing. With that fig spread, with the fig and hazelnuts, that was good. And there's no beating a plum pot, a plum compote. Mazama Brewing, the Mazaminator Doppelbock, it's a basic dark beer. It was okay with that. I wouldn't say that that's a really special beer, but it was good with this. It was all right. It's starting to rain here now. We got to clear out. I'm glad we got to use the collard greens and make our ash cakes and have our cookout. All right, it's time for us to go in. It's been a good night here on the homestead.